So it's building up in the atmosphere and contributing to climate change. While climate change may represent the most alarming symptom of overshoot, it also offers the greatest opportunity for change. Virtually every action we take to reduce climate change also reduces overshoot, and vice versa. Earth overshoot means that we are reducing the ability of the Earth's land and water to support humans and other species into the future. If we conquer climate change without depleting other natural assets, we can rebalance our Earth budget and learn more about other global effects of overshoot. Now on to the next burning question. Why should you use our method to calculate? Well, our calculation methods are aligned with the International Ecological Footprint Standards, which were adopted in 2006, in order to ensure that footprint studies are both credible and consistent. For comparable and credible ecological footprint calculator results, look for transparent information on the methodology and check to see if the calculator was created by a global footprint network partner, as partnership requires compliance with ecological footprint standards. Global Footprint Network is based in Oakland, in California, North America. How does the ecological footprint work? Explaining the most basic of terms, the ecological footprint measures resource consumption of human activities across the whole life cycle of a product or service. It converts this to the amount of land needed to supply the resources consumed and assimilates the waste generated. Ecological footprint accounts for our global nature of our economy by capturing the impact of imports and exports. The eco-footprint does not account for hazardous impacts of products, such as the impacts of toxins, dioxins, released into the atmosphere, nor does it measure water usage against water availability. The footprint tool does, however, measure the land required to eliminate carbon dioxide emissions and the impact of the energy required to provide the water we consume. Ecological footprint accounts calculate humanity's demand on nature in specific, understandable terms using official government statistics. The accounts are helping hundreds of individuals, businesses, governments, and sustainability practitioners around the world to more effectively manage the Earth's ecological assets and move society towards a sustainable way of living. What methodology is used? There are two recognized approaches to accounting flows, economic and environmental. First is the bottom-up approach, or process analysis, as known in life cycle assessments, which builds up a system from discrete, identifiable unit processes, which are then assembled into an overall model of an industrial/commercial activity. Or alternatively, the top-down approach, which examines overall exchanges between sectors of the economy through input-output analysis and by understanding the direct impacts of a single sector. Indirect emissions resulting from interactions with other sectors can then be estimated. Both forms of analysis have their pros and their cons. While the process analysis provides detailed feedback on actual processes or activities that lead to specific impacts, it is limited due to the model of the industrial/commercial system being to some extent simplified. On the other hand, input-output analysis generally captures most activities, but may lack definition within some sectors and is reliant on economical and environmental flow factors. In the EPA eco-footprint calculators, both process analysis data and input-output data have been used for different consumption items, depending on the specifics required in the consumption item and the availability of data. For example, consumption items such as food and computers are modeled using an input-output framework, while office consumables such as paper and toner cartridges are modeled from a process analysis framework, where recycled content or recycling behavior can be taken into account. We can never say this is enough. The natural environment comprises all naturally occurring surroundings and conditions in which living things grow and interact on Earth. These include complete landscape units that function as natural systems without major human intervention, as well as plants, animals, rocks, and natural phenomena occurring within their boundaries. They also include non-local or universal natural resources that lack clear-cut boundaries, such as air, water, and climate. We are custodians of an amazing resource that gives us life. You are on the path to leaving a worthwhile inheritance for generations to come, and we thank you for learning with eco-analysts. A quick way to reduce your ecological footprint is to switch to electronic media. Ask your bank to send you electronic bank statements instead of printed material through the postal service. Did you know that you can get the yellow pages and the white pages to look up phone numbers anywhere in South Africa on the internet? Then you don't need these outdated books, which need to be exchanged every year to be up to date. The internet is always more up to date, with contact information that can be found in these outdated books. Another printed material issue is that of newspapers. Look at the size of one of the local Sunday newspapers. Hundreds of thousands of these are printed and distributed each Sunday in South Africa. And this is only one of them. If we had to add up all the newspapers printed for Sunday readers, with all the other newspapers printed during the week, and then all around the world, you are looking at a lot of trees that need to be cut down for this. This is known as push technology, where the newspapers push the information to you. Most of the time, you're not interested in many of the articles, so you don't even read them. With the internet, you can get the latest news and read only the articles you are interested in. This is known as pull technology. We'll go further into this in a later module. I urge you all, please stop buying newspapers today and change to reading the news online. It may seem as a small step to you, but is a step in the right direction, reducing your footprint. Until next time, I'll leave you all with this final thought. A chieftain from Niger had some wise words to say. I conceive that the land belongs to a vast family, of which many are dead, few are living, and countless numbers are still unborn. Goodbye.